lot of stuff to talk about today. So let's get started. Let's start with, I guess, the repercussions of my previous video, or the things that came after it. Last video I talked a lot about my fears and mostly my self-confidence and being insecure. And I got a lot of responses, a lot of letters, and my family also a lot of people just very upset that this is how I feel about myself, and everyone wants to help, and it was very nice. And I got one message specifically in Hebrew from a friend here in Israel, in Ashdod. Her name's Debbie, and I'll try and translate some of the letter because it was just made me very emotional and very happy to read. She said, I want to strengthen you and make you happy, and like I said, you have a great advantage over me in age and lifestyle and optimism and more. You have no idea how lucky you are. You have the blog, a lot of people know you, and when you don't go online and publish videos, people just go crazy for missing you. They yearn for a few words from you. Just go online already. You can improve your self-confidence by knowing that people learn from you and draw a lot of power from you. Your biggest advantage, I mean, is that you've met a charming, wonderful man who loves you and cares for you when you were in the beginning of your sickness, and he still stays next to you because he knows what you're worth as a person, and he's always going to be there for you. So she's telling me, Shira, darling, be strong and fight. You have a lot of reasons to feel good with yourself, feel good about yourself. You have a lot of good things in your life worth working hard for. And some more personal things. So Debbie was wonderful, and the letter made me very emotional, and we wrote each other. We've been writing each other for a while. She's been following my blog for a while, but this letter made me feel that it's time I met her. So I suggested that I would come visit her, and I did last Monday. And I met her and her daughter and her mother, and it was really good for me to get out of the house. It was good for her to get out of the house because we went to a coffee shop near where she lives. And I think for her it was really good to talk to someone who understands, because no matter, even for me, that I have this huge support system, and I talk all the time about how I'm feeling and what this feels like and what, everything that comes from it, the insecurity and everything, and I talk about it all the time, trying to make people understand. No one can understand unless you have it. No one can truly appreciate how hard it is to be with pain 24 hours a day. And so I think it was really important for her to talk to someone who does understand. And also important for me, I think it made me really happy to be able to give her that, because she doesn't have anyone else in her life who understands completely and who supports as much as I do. She is the support system for the people around her, and I just have the support system. So it really made me feel good to be able to give her, also give her a few suggestions regarding exercise and how to talk to her family about it, how to help them understand. I also got to talk to them a little bit, kind of help them understand what she needs. And it was very empowering, it was a very good feeling. And my sister here suggested that we have meetings, that maybe I'll have or initiate meetings with people or women who follow my blog in Hebrew here in Israel. So in the Hebrew blog I suggested to them I asked them to tell me if anyone feels that this would help and if anyone wants to do it, if we find a good time and place to do it. So we'll see what they say. I'll let you know. Because I'm not sure if it's right for me. We'll see. But I need to see if anyone else is interested. The reason I wasn't sure is because, you know, going there, it was wonderful to go over there to Debbie. It's about 40 minutes drive there, and then I went to see my sister, and then who lives nearby, and then all the way back. And I was driving all by myself, and it really, really wore me out. I was really working on negative spoons, for those of you who know the spoon theory. I was really tired and exhausted for a few days after that, and it took me a while to get back to my usual painful self, not the extra painful self. So that was that. Another thing I wanted to give you an update is I went to the dental hygienist this Sunday, and I was really worried because she threatened me with some treatment that if I don't clean with the brush between my teeth and help my gums feel better, that I would have to have this scary treatment at the dentist. And so I cleaned, and I told you that it's hard. It's hard to do the cleaning, and with the gums hurt all the time, the jaw hurts, and if you put the brush in and you miss the path to the other side, then you get stuck in the gums, and then they start bleeding, and it hurts, and it's very stressful, this whole teeth cleaning business. But it's worth it, because I went to the dental hygienist and she said that my gums look great and I did a good job, I was a good girl, and it's worth it because I don't have to get another treatment. I just have to go back in 5 months and get another cleaning. And the cleaning was a bit easier, and I hardly bled at all. You know, you usually bleed when you do this, when you clean your teeth. And so, and there were even moments where the mirror that she uses to, you know, pull my lip back, the pulling of the mirror was more painful than what she was doing in my teeth, which was just a magical moment. A very short moment, but it was magical because it means that my teeth are really doing much better. So I'm happy about that. I also did my blood test and got the results, and most of the, you know, vitamins and magnesium and all the different things that I take were rather good, you know, in the normal values, always on the lower side, but still in the good range. And except for the triglycerides, which is like fat, blood fat. And that bothers me because I've been eating well. I've lost weight, like more than 20 pounds, and so I've been eating well and exercising, and it still hasn't gone down. So I'm upset about that. But I started to take omega-3 to help that. The doctor and actually the pharmacist both said that omega-3 can lower your triglycerides. So it's so I'll see. I'll keep you posted about that. And now to my biggest topic. This past Saturday, the sentence came into my head that I told Tomer, that it's a day-to-day battle. It's a war in Hebrew. I said a war to fight the depression, to not slip into the depression. And usually I win, or, you know, win the battle for that day, or for that hour. But this week I've been a bit on the losing side. The depression of just the frustration of being in pain all the time, sitting here, not moving my hands, still in pain, like pounding pain and radiating pain, and everything just hurts. And it's just, it's hard to comprehend it unless you're in that situation. I know that all of my friends, all of you guys who do have fibromyalgia know exactly what I'm talking about, because I talk about it with other people, and I know it's there, and I know that if I'm here, I'm sure others are too. It's just impossible to not slip every once in a while when you slip into this depression, frustration, just being on the verge of tears because everything is frustrating. You know, I started to work on something for my dad on the website, and it's just so much pain. And then if you don't get something right, then just the frustration of, you know, the fibro fog, and it's you're trying and you can't get it, and the tears just flow. And my mom told me today that that I'm amazing, or that I'm great in the way that even when I'm in pain, I still smile, and you don't hear it in my voice, and it helps her not cry, you know, to see her baby girl in so much pain and suffering. And I'm glad that I'm able to show that side, the happy side, that even though I'm in pain, I'm optimistic and I'm doing things, and you know, but it's still there. It's important for me to tell you that it's still there, that it's still a struggle. And even though, you know, most people, when they start working out and they make themselves go every day or do it, you know, consistently, after a while it becomes an addiction, and they need to do it or they feel bad. And you know, logically I know that I need to keep working out, because I know it'll get even worse. It's really bad, but it'll get even worse if I don't move and I don't do. But that is also a struggle. It's still, I fight with myself every day, forcing myself to go to the gym. I woke up today in so much pain. Like my leg, my hip, my left hip. So bad, I felt it was gonna fall off. Kind of wish it would fall off, because then it wouldn't hurt. And I still managed to make myself go, and I am really proud of myself, and it does make me feel good that I keep going. But it's so hard. Every day I want to, you know, give myself a pass and not go and rest and do the things that I want to do at home. But I know that I need to do this. But it pisses me off that I'm still struggling with forcing myself to go there. And you know, when it's a really bad day and I still force myself, but it's a really bad day, then I know what did I want to say? If I'm forcing myself, I'm proud, but when I'm there, sorry about all that, foggy, and when I'm there, I'm a lot on the verge of tears. Like I was on the verge of tears most of my workout today, and just with a gloomy face, and you know, I'm sitting there and I'm pedaling, but I'm closing my eyes. I'm like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. You don't want to break down in the middle of the gym. And you see people and you smile to them, and it's just getting hard to smile. And actually, the past week was a real struggle going to the gym for me. But the nice thing that happened today was I met this awesome young guy. He's 15 years old, he's a kid, and it's hard for him to work out without just him by himself, so he wanted someone to talk to. So he sat next to me on the bike and he started talking to me, and it was nice. He's a really sweet boy, and we talked about a few things, and he talks like an adult. He's a very awesome little dude. And he asked me how old I am after I asked him how old he is, and I said 28, and he said, "What? I thought you were 17." 17! Dude, I can't believe that I passed as 17. Even though it's to a kid who, I don't know, I guess it's a little different when you grow up and you kind of get more what people look like at different ages. But still, it made my day. You know, I'm talking about depression and everything, but I'm smiling now because this guy made my day. I can't believe I passed for 17. Usually people ask me if I'm pregnant because I have a little tummy, genetic tummy. No, but I'm working on the tummy now. But, you know, instead of being asked if I'm pregnant, being asked if I'm 17. It's awesome. Anyway, let's end on this happy note. And I hope you have a wonderful, pain-free rest of the weekend. And I hope to see you next time. Bye. Oh, wait. Shanti's here. Okay. Bye.
To say